What's good, family? It's your girl Wisdom. I hope you guys are doing well and welcome into the new year. How you feeling? What's your energy levels like right now? I wanted to bring you guys a great episode about how you could be prepared as an artist moving into 2025. So we are taking all of my advice and everything that I've learned in 2024, and I wanted to provide you guys just with some help. That way you could navigate through the world of artistry as you embark on your new journey as an artist. I know many of you are making really big changes in your life, and you want to create a life that you actually want to experience, where you're not depending on other people to compensate you or to make you feel alive in the work that you do. So to all my artists of 2025, this one is for you. All right, our messages for 2025. If you have been feeling that energy of, I need to make a change, I'm ready to make a shift, I'm ready for something new to happen in my life, and you have been feeling that towards the end of 2024, you are exactly in the right place to be, okay? You are here with the right energy, all right? And with all of that being said, our first one for the day is, you are exactly where you need to be. That's our first one. You're exactly where you need to be. In this moment, watching this video, being present and saying, hey, I'm aware that a shift needs to be made. You took the first step. You took the first step. So go ahead and, dust your shoulders off, pat yourself on the back, whatever you got to do. If you got a two-step, do that too. But you are in the right place to be. And if you're going through any challenge right now, whatever you're experiencing right now is temporary. Okay? So if you're not seeing the numbers that you want to see when it comes to your content, or if you're not seeing the money right now when it comes to your artwork, or if you're not even sure just where to start right now, or you're going through something personally and it's a mental block, and it's a mental block or an emotional block that you're trying to find your way out of, it's temporary. Okay, just know that in the time where it's difficult, that is where you need to be learning and being quiet and being patient. Okay, do not worry or stress about the outcome of your journey, because however it's supposed to play out is supposed to play out the way it's supposed to play out. Okay, because whatever you need in the time that you're going through a difficult situation, or you are having points of where like you haven't had a break yet and you're just overjoyed and filled with so much excitement that's going on within your art career, you're supposed to be going through that space. You're supposed to be going down that lane for whatever it's supposed to set you up for later on in life, or whatever lesson it's supposed to teach you, so that you can have it as a resource for later on in life. A beautiful message that I learned this past year is celebrating your now, because that's the only timeline that matters, and because you're never going to get it back. And to make sure that you make the most of it, and to make sure that you are present within those moments. So if you are interacting with people on social media who support your work, or if you have an art show, or if you're interacting with people that come from different careers and they have different mindsets and they have a different perspective, and you're just in the space, enjoy the space. Like what we're doing right now, this right here, enjoy the space, right? Enjoy the knowledge, enjoy the resource, and then go and apply it to your life later. The essence of that lesson moves into be present and not perfect. And basically what that means is sometimes we can get so caught up in, oh, I got to get this right. Oh, I got to get this right on the first try. Oh, if I did it and it took me 3 tries, that doesn't mean that I'm good, right? But you spent all that time trying to be so perfect, trying to be so precise, that you wasn't even present within your flow, right? While you're creating your art, or while you're editing a video, or while you're trying to say something a certain way, those are some things that I definitely learned, just like being connected to your work in a different way, rather than trying to shoot for perfection, and just shoot for the best version of you in that moment. Another great one that I learned is releasing the expectations of how things are supposed to plan out. Release the control, okay? You do not know everything. I don't know everything. If you knew the plans that the universe had for you, you wouldn't be on this video right now, and I wouldn't be making it. So release the expectations and be open to new opportunities and allow yourself to be discovered in new ways. Okay? Little did I know that I was going to get in a whole magazine article, a whole magazine that's going to be in different countries and just be shipped across the world. I ain't freaking know that. I just did it because I just wanted to see my artwork showcased in a different way. Did I know that I was going to get in a virtual exhibition last year? No, I didn't, but I did it anyway. So there's that. Allow yourself to be surprised within your journey, okay? Whether it's in an opportunity or a collaboration or you just having an interaction with somebody that you met at the airport, okay? Allow yourself to be surprised and just be open. And be as open as possible, because the more open you are, the more freedom and access that you give to yourself, whether this is in resources or in monetary gain. No matter who you're coming in contact with when it comes to you posting your artwork, just post. People are going to see it no matter what your numbers is looking like. Tyler, the creator, said it best. Somebody is watching, okay? Somebody is watching. If y'all know me and my little humble self, being seen has been a big totem for me for my entire life, honestly. And there had been so many times when I was younger where I wanted to shy away from people looking at me, or like the eyes being on me, or for being congratulated on things. And because I didn't feel worthy of it, or I felt like if I got too many eyes on me, it was going to come with negative connotations attached to it. But it's just like, you know what? Forget it. You're going to be seen and people are watching. That's my message to y'all that I learned in 2024. People are watching you. And if you think people are not, they are. And even the people that you think or that you may have fallen out with, if you don't think that they're watching, they're watching. Like even right now, there are videos where there's like 400 views, 800 views, 1200 views, whatever the views are. And I maybe only get 20 comments. Think about all the people that don't say nothing to you, right? But they see your profile every time on their timeline and they don't say anything at all. And mind you, I have had this happen to me actually on TikTok. So this is a great example. So I was live on TikTok and this guy came in. I don't remember his name right now, but I do remember his picture or whatever. And he finally came in. He was like, hey, like, I really love your artwork, blase, blase, blase. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I was like, wait a minute. Is this your first time here? And he was like, nah, this is my first time actually interacting with you because I've seen your work constantly on my profile. And then finally today I decided that I wanted to say something. And I was like, So, if you think people are not watching you, people are watching you. They are watching you very closely. They are taking notes. They are learning from you. They are probably learning ways in which that they can be better than you. They are learning ways in which they can be inspired by you. And it's not just negative, all negative and nothing that's positive. But, you know, because all people watch for different reasons, right? But people are watching you. And you cannot control how many people watch you. You cannot control who watches you and where your work ends up and who gets inspired by your work, and who decides to reach out, right? Or who doesn't reach out, right? I've had plenty of people that I've even graduated high school with that I didn't even realize was watching me. And I'm like, we never talked before, but hello. You know, so people are watching you. So don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to show your face. Don't be afraid to show up for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about what you want for yourself. And whoever is getting something that is useful and positive, and they are alchemizing that, they are alchemizing their interaction with you, and pouring into themselves, then you look, Y'all are both doing the job. And whoever is not alchemizing that energy or that power and not taking notes and using that as a way to get over on other people, they will be reprimanded for. So just be seen, just be heard, and, you know, continue to be you. Moving into our next one, and this is my favorite one. Protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times, okay? If you gotta tell somebody no and be like, back up before I on your ass, then do it, okay? If you gotta tell somebody who out here making a fake account, a fake page about you, and you be like, block on that ass or report that ass, do it. If you gotta tell somebody, hey, this is how you respect me, do it. Protect yourself, protect your artwork, protect your energy, protect yourself against all these artificial ways of how to make artwork and these inhumane of ways of making money and capitalizing off of people and their artwork. Protect yourself, okay? Write a contract, get your money paid up front, all of that. All of that, all right? You are deserving and worthy to be protected. So yeah. Our next one. You are never asking for too much. Hell, you might even be asking for too little. So I'm gonna need you to figure that out. And with that, I always learned, like, I knew that I was asking for too little when people kept giving me more. And that leads into our next one is like, it is okay to want more for yourself. It is okay to receive and accept more from other people, especially when they give you more. So like, even with like my commissions, sometimes I would run into situations where people will want to do commissions with me and they'll be like, do you accept tips? And I'll be like, you want to tip me? Why, yes, I do. Now I do. I accept tips. I didn't even know I was, yes. Right? And that came from a sense of worthiness, just feeling worthy of just receiving. And day to day, that's something that I'm always working on. And if anybody just has that comes from that shadow of just feeling unworthy of receiving things from other people because you give so much to other people, and you may be a people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, I get it. You are not alone. You are worthy of receiving, okay? You are worthy of asking for more and being accommodated for more, right? And you are also worthy of people just being nice and just being free and giving the energy back to you that you already put out into the world. There were times last year where I was like, oh, I want more. And not that I wasn't grateful of what I was receiving in the moment, whether it was just like the accolades or the admiration or whatever. It was just that I knew that there was another level that I wanted to get to. And I also had to learn to be patient, that it was going to take time for me to get to that level. And during those times where I want to experience more, so for me, traveling and meeting other artists was like a thing that I wanted more of, that I know that I wanted more to do of, right? But I had to be patient that entire year, and figure out what was the right people to go and be in contact with, right? Or what was the right place to go in order to go do that at and film at, right? And everything had to be in alignment for me to make that happen. So just know that if you are wanting more for yourself, number one, you have the power to create that experience for yourself, right? But also two, know that more also comes with time, having the time for it to morph into what it needs to be morphed into, but also you having the patience and knowing that it is coming in the way that you would want it, or even better, okay? You can want more for yourself, but also knowing that it takes time for the right people to be positioned in the right places for you to help you get that thing done, or the right opportunity has to be positioned in order for you to carry out the thing that you need. Because most of the time when you either have people or resources or the knowledge of something, it's so it can make your life easier. And that is another thing that I realized, like, the opportunities had to be in place for me to know, okay, it's my time to go this way, or maybe I need to go sit and watch these people on this panel, and I need to be in the room for this discussion in order to receive the knowledge that I'm looking for, in order to get more insight and see how does that apply in my life. So when it comes to you wanting more for yourself, make your vision boards or make your mood boards, whichever one, you know, that you're used to making, right? Or even just journal everything that you want for yourself, right? And don't put a time limit on it, and just say when it's time, it's time. And then you sign it and you just leave it there, okay? Another lesson that I learned is always ask for what you need. Just ask. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you asking somebody specific. It could just be you having a conversation with God or whoever, Allah, whoever you believe in, right? Or you just having a conversation with your ancestors, or you are simply just having a conversation with somebody. There have been plenty of times where I've had conversations with people about, and these are trusted people, right? I've had conversations with trusted people, and we are just simply talking, and they're asking me, oh, what you want to do next, or what is something that you are looking forward to, or whatever the case may be. And then they end up gifting me things in like the sweetest way without me knowing. And do you know how hard it is to surprise a practitioner? You know, I feel like I'm making it a little too easy for people, because it used to be hard, but now I feel like it's too easy now, because people have been surprising me with a lot of stuff lately, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. So get in the act of asking for things that you need, okay? Do it all 2025. Don't be afraid to ask for help, all right? Our next one, which focuses on like you having a routine. I don't really like to use the word routine because your girl feels like I have to do a checklist, but definitely follow your flow. And if you know me, I am real big on following how I feel emotionally and how I feel spiritually. One thing that we have strayed away from when it comes to human beings is that seasons change, moods change. We are connected with the water. We are connected with the moon, right? And we are also connected with the earth and how the earth is constantly transitioning. We are all connected to each other and the frequencies that are emitting from each other, right? We are connected in so many ways that we don't realize on like a day-to-day basis. And it's so important that when we get into our practice to follow how we feel no matter what's going on in our life. So when it comes to if you have the time and energy to get up and do your artwork today, check in with yourself. Say, do I have 85% today to do my artwork, or maybe do I have 25%? And then respecting whatever that percentage is, and then moving forward with that. So respect your flow and your mojo with your artwork, okay? I wasn't trying to rhyme, but since we're here, we're gonna do it anyway. Our next one is do not compare yourself. How many times do we hear that one? It's a crime. Comparison is a crime. So we're gonna stop doing that, okay? And I get it. We could get so caught up on the internet. We could get so caught up in seeing other people doing the things that we want to do. Just be inspired by those people. And those same people that you are inspired by, those people are inspired by you. Trust me, because I'm a walking testament of that. All right. I'm over here sitting like, oh my gosh, I love what you do. And then I tell people that I love what they do. And then all of a sudden they sitting here telling me like, girl, I'm learning from you. What are you talking about? Like, if you are here thinking that you need something from somebody else, it's not the truth. We are all interchangeably learning from each other, just in different ways that are an equal of value in our own lives. So do not compare yourself. It is a crime. A really big one that I've learned this year, and this one has come over the course of time, just in how I've interacted with a lot of people, just holding yourself accountable to how you criticize yourself. There are moments where I can be in the flow of my painting, or I can be in the flow of just trying to create, and then all of a sudden, like, the ego tries to self-sabotage a moment of that I'm experiencing. And I have to be willing to look myself in the mirror, or sometimes just like check that little voice in my head and be like, hey, you tripping. Why you out here trying to ruin the vibe? Stop being disrespectful, because it's rude. I'm gonna need you to not do that. Go sit in the corner. Your timeout chair is right there. And when I need you, I'll let you know when you can get up. Okay? So make sure, like, when it comes to you criticizing yourself, or you doubting yourself, or you just feeling like you can't trust yourself, like, hold yourself accountable to knowing that you can just check yourself. Be like, hey, we tripping today. That's not the type of time we on. We got things to do, okay? So, ego, move out the way and let me do the job that I'm supposed to be doing, okay? So in 2024, we had a ton of conversations just about, messing up, or feeling like I made the wrong decision, or like, what do I do to get myself out of something when I didn't make the best choice for myself? And with all of that being said, the only way you mess up is not by making a decision at all. There is no wrong or right decision. You cannot mess up, all right? When something is in alignment with you and is designed for you, there are no mess ups. It's either you make this decision or you make this decision. And then whatever decision, based off whatever decision that you make, is going to lead you somewhere. And if you're not supposed to be in the place that you made the decision on, you're going to be led back to the place that you're supposed to be. Okay? That's how life works. So the only way you mess up is by not making a decision at all, and you just become complacent. Okay? Because you're choosing not to trust yourself. And the only other way that you mess up is by neglecting yourself in the process. So let's say you make a decision and you know that's not the right choice for you, and you know that's not in alignment with you. You mess up by doing that, by putting yourself on the back burner and not putting yourself first. So definitely keep that in mind when it comes to new opportunities or collaborations. You're always keeping yourself as the first person in mind, and that can also transfer over into your personal life as well. And I have saved the best for last. Okay, the best for last. It is all going to work out. Did you hear me? It is all going to work out. All it takes is one video, one conversation, one message that you say in your video, right? Or all that it takes is one painting, one commission, one travel. That's all it takes for you to get to point A to point B, and whatever that goal and that desire looks like, okay? You got this, kick ass, and yeah. If you have made it to the end of this video, first of all, I want to tell you thank you so much, and let me know what's one thing that you are looking forward to this new year of 2025. And if you want to, let me know what's one thing that you are going to implement in the year of 2025 that helped you in 2024. Until the next episode, I will see you guys soon. Bye.